Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Hi everyone, my name is Muwwafiq. I am from the English course major from the University Islamic of Sultan Haji Muhammad Idris. And today I will talk about a little bit maybe about the language and the linguistic itself. And without further ado, let's go. Is about the language. Well, language is one of the most important parts of any culture. There are roughly 6,500 spoken language in the world today. But before we know about language, we must know what is the definition itself. What is the language, right? A language is the system of arbitrary vocal symbol that used for human communication. For example, like me and you, that we usually use the Indonesian language for talk each other. Maybe we talk about the craft, maybe about the politics, and anything else that, of course, it using the language, right? Now, beside the language, of course, it has another of language. For the one is language is a specific human characteristic that makes them different from other. For example, like us, human is talking each other with people use the language, but plant and animal they don't use. Because why? I don't know. And the secondly, language is the main tool of communication. Like I told before, we talk to people every day, everywhere. Use a language. Language ourselves is the Indonesian, and the third language is the method of human communication, either spoken or written. And also, I will talk about linguistic also. Well, what is the linguistic? Linguistic is the scientific study of language. For example, if we learn about the linguistic, of course we know the different how to say hello from other language. For example, in Indonesian we say hi atau pe, hello in English, and in Japan we usually konnichiwa, and in Tionghoa and Chinese they use the ni hao for say hello. That's why the linguistic is the scientific study of language. And the reason why must study linguistic is for language awareness. Language awareness. What is the language awareness? If for myself, language awareness is how we know the formal and the non-formal sentence. For example, the glass is not full. Is not. But there's the someone that say the glass is ain. A-I-N dot top and T. Ain. From that sentence we know that the glass is not full is the formal, and the glass is ain't full is the non-formal. That's what I can catch the linguistic itself. And there's the 10 characteristics of language. From the one, language is sound, or is there the intonation, oral language, stress, juncture, and the pitch. Second, language is systematic, or language made of sound and has the pattern. And the third, language is a system of system. The fourth, language is a meaningful, or the language is spoken by its speaker has a meaning and sometimes it has an implied message. The fifth, language is arbitrary. The sixth, language is a conventional. The seventh, language is a system of contrast. And the eighth, language is a creative. 9, language are unique, and the 10 language are similar. And also beside the linguistic, there's a macro and the micro linguistic. From the first, we must know the micro linguistic. Micro linguistic is divided into 4, which is the phonology, morphology, syntax, and semantic. The phonology that we study about the sound, the morphology that we study about the form, right? The sentence that we study about the sentence and paraphrase, and the semantic that we study about the meaning. What is the meaning? Well, I will explain about the macro and micro-linguistic. First is micro. Micro-linguistic is divided into four, which is the phonology, morphology, syntax, and the semantic. And in macro-linguistic, we study about the psycholinguistic. Psycholinguistic is the study of language and mind. The second is sociolinguistic. Sociolinguistic is the studies the relation between language and society. And the third is the neurolinguistic. The study of language is processing and language representation in the brain. And the fourth is called the discourse analysis. Discourse analysis is the study of relationship between language and context in which language. And the five, applied linguistic. Applied linguistic is the primarily concerned with the application, linguistic theories, method, and findings to the elucidation of language problem. Well, maybe only that I can explain. I'm so sorry. Maybe I can explain about it in detail and clearly, but one thing you should know that linguistic is the science that we study about language in depth. Jadi linguistik itu bukan sekedar hanya pengetahuan tentang bahasa, tapi bagaimana cara kita mempelajari bahasa itu secara mendalam dan menelaah. Jadi seluk-beluknya itu kita tahu gitu. Jadi bagaimana perkembangan sejarahnya, bagaimana awal mula bahasa itu muncul, dan sampai bahasa yang kita gunakan pada masa saat ini. I'm Muwwafiq. I apologize if there's some bad word that make you angry. Bila taufiq wal hidayah wal inayah. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.